I'm bald! I'm finally admitting it. I love making videos. It's the best way to try to filter my idea into something that's so clear that hopefully somebody else can understand it. And I understand what I'm talking about as well. And I realized that the things that are the most valuable for me to talk about are also the things that are the most difficult for me to talk about. And I guess maybe it provides value to other people who have the same fears. And so I'm here today to talk about my biggest insecurity, which is my fucking hair. I've been going bald since as long as I can remember, and it's so sad how tough we are on ourselves. I remember as a kid looking in the mirror and thinking, this half's great, but this half terrible. And that level of self-criticism is a mentality that's taken me a really, really long time to break. Now I accept myself. Now I am happy. And so I want to talk about how I got to this point. Like I said, all my life I've struggled with insecurity about losing my hair, but I'm a problem solver. And so a little more than a year ago, I sat down and I said, okay, instead of bitching, let's think about what I can do. So I made a little list with 3 options. Option number 1 was wear a hat all the time. In middle school, I always wore this headband to try to disguise my hairline. And for a lot of my life, I've tried to wear hats in order to sort of comfort myself and to trick people into not realizing that I'm bald or something. And it kind of works. I mean, when I was wearing a hat, I felt more confident, but in the long run, it actually made my insecurity worse because I was always worried that somebody was going to discover when I took my hat off what I really looked like. My sense of pride and security became really attached to these accessories, which I don't like. Option number 2 was pills or surgery, and I tried like some creams and stuff, but I'm pretty fundamentally opposed to surgery because I don't think that it actually will make you any happier. I think you'll just discover that fixing this one issue made you feel like you need to fix another issue. And I feel like the biggest gift you can give yourself is just appreciating what you have. And so that brought me to option number 3, which is try to be happy about what I can't change. Okay, this is me. And so in order to begin this process, I allowed myself to have a little funeral. So for a day, I was allowed to be sad, to mourn the loss of my hair. And then after the mourning was over, I became determined to be happy, to be proud about how I look, who I am. And now, after a year, I can pretty safely say that it's working. So yeah, this is my bald head. This is me in the flesh. What you see is what you get. That's something that I'm choosing to be proud of. And I encourage anybody out there who is also going bald to try to be proud of the way that they look as well. Because what I've actually discovered is that nobody else really gives a shit. You're the only person who cares. So if you can be happy with the way that you look, everybody else will follow suit. Everybody else can totally be happy with the way that you look as well.